Alrighty, guys. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to take a look at some word problems. And this first one doesn't have a place value place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my place value chart that I have in my template, okay? And so this says a manufacturer made 7,234 boxes of coffee stirs, and each of those boxes contain 1,000 stirs. I want to know how many stirs did they make, okay? And what we're going to do here is we are basically going to say, well, if I made 7,234 and each of them contain 1,000, I'm going to be multiplying that by 1,000, okay? And so what I want to know is I want to know completely how many stirs did they make. Well, anytime I multiply a number by 1,000 or a 10 or 100, I basically can know that I'm multiplying this number by 1. And then I can count up my zeros, and that's how many zeros I'm going to add to that number. So when I do this and I write 7,234, and I'm going to add 1, 2, 3 zeros, that is how many stirs they made. And what I can do is I count 3, comma, count 3, comma. They made 7,234,000 coffee stirs. Okay. It says a student used his place value chart to show the number. After the teacher instructed him to multiply the number by 10, so times 10, the chart showed, so when he multiplied it by 10, he showed 3,204. Okay. It says draw a picture of what the place value looked like at first, okay? So this is what happened when he multiplied it by 10. So we already moved this number over 1. Okay, so what we want to do is we kind of want to work backwards. And so because I already moved the number 1, I know I'm going to move each of the numbers back. And this right here, 320 and 4 hundredths would be what he had. And when we do this, it says to explain how we did this. Well, what we did was we knew that he had already moved it over 1 because it was multiplying it by 10. So all we did was we had to put those numbers back into their original place. So all I did was just move them back 1 place value because that's what I do when I multiply it by 10. The next one, it says a microscope has a setting that magnifies an object so it's 100 times as large. So 100 times as large. Okay. And it says when viewed through the eyepiece, if a tiny insect is 9,500 centimeters long, how long will the insect appear in centimeters through the microscope? So if I know that it's going to be 100 times as large, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and I know that my place value chart doesn't necessarily have it, but I'm going to put this 0.095. Okay, so I'm going to kind of pretend that here's another place value. And what I'm going to do is I want to move this place value 2 times over. So I want to move my 0 2 places, my 9 2 places, and my 5 1 place. And so when I have this, this is the number that I have. However, this 0 is really not important because when you think about it, this is actually 9.5 or 9 5/10 or 9.5 centimeters. When you write the number 9, you guys don't write it like this. So there's no reason to have that 9 in the front of those numbers, okay?